This northern girl is going to show you how to make southern style sweet tea. I like my sweet tea sweet. Unlike one of my friends who needs her southern card revoked who does not put sugar in it. You could make this way without adding the sugar, but sweet tea is supposed to be sweet. I like to make a lot at one time just to save myself the time in the kitchen, and it's super easy. I have switched to using loose leaf tea for I think probably a year now, and I really like it. I order it from Frontier, I believe, and it's Assam black tea. I could be saying that wrong, so don't come for me in the comments. And I use these. This is not dirty, it's just the tannins from the leaves. And I put them in a pot of water. Super, super easy. So I already have these pots full. I'm going to bring them to a boil. And then we're going to put 3 heaping tablespoons. I'll show you in each one of these, 1 per pot. And then I let it sit for a long time. It's just, I go and do other things that I need to do. I don't just leave it for like 5 minutes. No, I like it strong. Mine is probably darker than some, so you could adjust it to your liking, but I really like this. And when it steeps for a long time, it gives it just kind of a nice floral taste, in my opinion, and my whole family really likes it. So let's get this boiling and then we'll put the tea in. While I'm waiting for the water to boil, I wanted to show you how I store my tea. I use half-gallon mason jars and just with the plastic leak-proof lids, and they also make pour spouts, some with handles. I do have those as well, so that's helpful for pouring. But I can get about 1.5 gallons per pot. These 2 pots are similar in size. This one is just slightly larger. So sometimes when I make tea with both, I'll get about 6 or just over 6 of these jars. So that's what I like to do. For filling these, I got these on Amazon, so I will link them below. I just use, and I keep this one in here, a 1 tablespoon scoop, and I put 3 heaping tablespoons like this in each of these infusers, just like that. Now these have a chain on them and a hook, so you can hook them on the side of the pot. Some of mine are missing because you can dishwash these, but you have to be careful if you use the top because then the little hook can get ripped off. So you can just throw them in and fish them out with a spoon. My water is boiling. I just took the lid off. I'm going to show you, this one does still have the hook, so I'll hook it on the side here. You do want to bring it to a full boil first. It gives optimal flavor with loose leaf tea. Then I turn the heat off, and I like to put the lid on and slide it off of the heat. And the reason I do that is nothing to do with the taste of the tea. It is to make sure that I do not have hair or bugs in there. You know, I do have pets. I have cats, I have dogs and things flying around. So I'm just precaution. But my mom does say that when you have pets, hair is one of 2 things. It's either an accessory or a condiment. I prefer not to have it as a condiment. This other pot is about ready for me to drop it in. And I do want to say that I do this when I'm doing all kinds of other things. So I take it off the heat and let it sit, typically for a couple of hours. 5 minutes is not going to cut it with this kind of tea. So plan on leaving it steep for a while. And overnight is way too much. So just a couple of hours, maybe go do your chores, clean, whatever, you go watch your favorite YouTuber or something. So I'm just gonna put these aside and get some other things done. The tea has been steeping for a while. It's still warm, so I wanna go ahead and add the sugar now. I still have some things to do, an errand to run, so I'm going to continue to let this steep. So if you don't use sugar in your tea, maybe just look away so this doesn't trigger you. Like I said, this is about 1.5 gallons here. So I am going to, for what my family likes, I am going to use about 1 2/3 cup. You use whatever you like, if you like it more sweet or less. But definitely stir it after you put it in so it dissolves. And I use just pure organic cane sugar, but use whatever you have. And I'm gonna put the lids back on these and go run my errands. I'm back from my errands and I'm ready to pour the tea into the containers and get them into the fridge. I will put the tea leaves in the compost. I'll just drain that, set it aside. I do usually do this over my sink, but my sink is full of dirty dishes. Oh. But I like to pour it into a pitcher and then pour it into the jars. Did I just spill? It just seems like I spill less and make less of a mess, but that is exactly why I usually do it over the sink. But, you know, you didn't want to see my dirty dishes, do you? Well, I can show you. My girls unload the dishwasher every time it needs to be done, and I load it and I do any of the stuff that needs hand washed, and my husband does that as well, usually at night after I've cooked dinner. He washes the dishes. Boy, I did spill a lot, didn't I? All right, there we have it. You can see how dark this is. This is not a light colored iced tea, sweet tea, but this is what my family really enjoys. We have 3 gallons plus part of a quart. I'm gonna let this chill and then we'll take a taste. My sweet tea is ready. It's good and it's refreshing. We don't drink multiple glasses of this in a day, but I do like to have it on hand so when we want something different than water, and it has helped us to break that habit of soda, which is so bad for us. But I hope that you'll give this a try. Let me know in the comments below how you like it, how you like your sweet tea. And until next time, God bless.